Hey guys, welcome to RC Video Reviews. It's Maiden Day for the OMP Bighorn. All right, before we go, I'm going to do one last control system check. And if you haven't watched the pilot jam yet, I did a full configuration change on this one where I added an 8-channel receiver. So now I've got a full sweep on the flaps and ailerons there, and then I can turn those off and just go back to standard ailerons. So I've got that capability, of course, full flaps, and then I also added some crow. So if I want to do crow with this one, I can do that as well. So it's got the full kit worth of controls. I'll see how much this is the Maiden. We'll see how much I decide to try on this flight. But before we go, we'll do one last control systems check. There's up elevator, and I expect right rudder. There it is. I expect right aileron to go up. There it goes. Left should go up. There it is. And we'll do a throttle check. Yep, got throttle. So we're ready to roll. There's a look at the wind. Yesterday I was out here with Hobie and the wind was terrible. It was like 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts to 30. That's how bad it was, and it was so cold. Today it's 55 with breeze about 5 miles an hour. So beautiful day to fly. I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully we'll get some better audio too. Yesterday the audio was just a train wreck. Anyway, here we go with the Bighorn. That green is just really something else. I like it a lot. Beautiful color scheme on this plane. Ground handling's pretty good on low rates. That's low rates right there, and no problems making the turn. So that all looks good. It does balance right on the book recommendation. I'm right about 60 millimeters, and I'm using a 3-cell 2200 battery on this plane. So without any further chit chat, let's go. All right, I've got it all trimmed up, and took a couple clicks of elevator and a couple clicks of aileron, but the ailerons wound up at neutral, so no problem there. And let's just take it for a few laps and get the hang of it. So far I like it. It's very light feeling. I can tell you that it doesn't take a lot to make the turns, even on low rates. So very light feeling airplane, and as you saw taking off, it was pretty light on the wheels. Not a big problem there. The green, as you would expect, is just fantastic in the sky. With the bright sunlight, that green just really shows up really, really well. Very cool. Straight as an arrow. All right, let's do a couple things. I'm gonna do a couple rolls on low rates and see how it performs. Yeah, on low rates, that's a pretty decent roll rate. Let me make sure I said that correctly. On low rates, that's a very decent roll rate. Yeah, beautiful. All right, let's try a loop and see how that does. I'm gonna bring it in just a little closer for that. Perfectly straight tracking on the loop. Lovely. I like that a lot. A lot of times that'll tell you if you've got something off on your tail, your empennage, if it's not quite square or something's not square. A loop will tell you pretty quick because it won't track straight through the loop. So that tracked perfectly straight through the loop. All right, let's do a yaw test. I'm gonna do the yaw test by climbing up, straight up, then killing power and seeing which way it drops. And it looks like pretty much straight down. So that's it. This airplane is square. I have no complaints about this airplane at all in terms of the structure. Everything on the structure feels just fine. Beautiful plane. Sunny Sky motor in this one. This is not a V3 though. I think this is a V2 motor. So, all right, I'm gonna try those. I'm gonna try the full length controls just to see how that reacts on rolling around the axis. So again, let me just bring it around. I'm going to flip into that high rate Whoa, wow, 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 wow. Holy crap. Oh, man. Oh, that's nervous. Not for me. Not on the Maiden anyway. I need more time with this one. Wow, that was so sensitive. Talk about needing some expo, man. Just a little bit of movement, and boy, did that thing just was crazy. Wow, wow, wow. That was a lot. That's that was something else. Yep, that was too much for me. I would have to practice with this plane a little more to get familiar with that, and probably add some expo, because boy, I'll tell you what, even the slightest movement, but no surprise. I mean, that's a lot of movement for the control surfaces. A lot of air movement. Yeah, very capable sport plane. Even on low rates, I've got plenty of authority for basic maneuvers. Yeah, Cuban 8, no problem. And that, remember, that is low rate too. All right. Well, all I can say is for the Maiden, this is how you want them to go. I mean, it's a pretty peaceful little plane. I didn't have any problems with controls. Even on low rates, it's plenty athletic for aerobatic maneuvers, and for you 3D guys, I'm sure you could have a lot of fun with this. I'm not going to 3D yet. This is a Maiden, so I'm gonna set it down and kind of relax a little bit, maybe fly something else, and we'll get this one back up again before the day is over. But let's practice some approaches and see how it does slowing down. Very nice, very nice. I'm gonna try the flaps too. I do have flaps on this, so what the heck, might as well try them. I don't really think you need them on this plane to land, but I'm gonna try it. Whoa, 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 that was a massive pitch up with the flaps, and that was just half flaps. So I think if you're gonna use these for like actual landings, you're gonna wanna be careful about that. And obviously don't set that while you're on final. That was a pretty aggressive pitch up on the flap deployment, and that was only half flaps too. So that'll need a little bit of work. But yeah, it's a lightweight plane, so you have really heavy flaps, which I do. That's what you should expect. Nice flyer, man. It feels very light. I can tell you that. It feels very light, and I can see why people like this airplane, because very light on its feet, very light feeling in the air. In fact, I'll probably add even more expo just to kind of calm it down on low rates. Yeah, I'll show you the flaps again. This is what I deployed on that. That's what I deployed on the flaps, so you can see why, that was just too much for a landing. What they really need to do is be about there. So yeah, you can do a mix if you want to mix in some elevator with those flaps too, just to keep that nose down a little bit. Not a big deal. Well, there's the Maiden on the Bighorn. I hope you guys enjoyed the series on this one, from the first look and the maiden flight. I could see this being used as a first plane, but if you do, just remember you got to turn those rates down. You don't want real high rates. You just tune it down. It's like driving a fast car. A fast car is only fast if you slam the gas pedal. Same thing with this one. It's only going to be hard to control, like I had with the full house controls, if you have massive movement, and that's what I had. That's what made it so twitchy. So just keep that in mind if you decide to use this for a first plane or a trainer. I can say it's very light on its feet. The 2200 battery had enough power. I can see why some guys might switch to a 4-cell. That would definitely make it a powerhouse. I think the 3-cell with the existing motor was good enough, and I'll probably play around with maybe some 3D stuff. I'll try it out and see what I think, but I do understand why some of you guys might have switched to a 4-cell. Overall, I can't recommend the plane enough. If you've got any flying skills at all, very neat airplane, very light on its feet. It felt great in the air. The visibility is spectacular. There's really no complaints about this plane at all. I like it. Hey, if you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when new videos hit the channel. That's all I've got for today. Take it easy. Hey, if you like the work I do here on RC Video Reviews, please consider joining me on Patreon. For about the price of a cup of coffee, you can help me keep making videos just like this one. If you'd like to help out, there's a link in the description and on your screen. Oh, there's a quad up there. Yeah, there is. Someone's out there flying a quad. Someone's out here flying a quad. I just got a flyover.